Tammy Adams, intuitive life coach and spiritual healer, as she teaches, empowers, and guides you on an intuitive level. She will help you to become open to the often hard-to-face reality of your past karma that is carried into your present-day core problems and blockages. Tammy is here to deliver the messages from our angels. Every show delivers the information that the angels need you to receive. She's here to help you to start learning the truth. Tammy will teach you how you can begin or enhance your spiritual practice. She will lead you in guided meditations, giving you the tools to start understanding your own soul, spirit, and body. What is karma? Is karma real or imagined? Can you clear up bad karma from your past? How? All these questions and more will be addressed by Tammy through her gifted communication with angels and her spiritual skills.
Welcome, everyone, to a wonderful show that we are going to have today. It is wonderful to be able to be here to talk with all of you and to be guiding you and advising you on karma. Karma to me is something that is every moment, every part of our existence, karma is a part of that, and we are a part of it as well. So today, like we expressed, this month is going to be focusing on karma, and today we're talking about manifesting good karma. So when you think about manifestation, you don't really always think about, how am I supposed to manifest good karma? So I know there's a lot that I'm going to be talking about today to help guide, direct, and advise people on how to manifest karma. But really, to me, this is where we start really seeing accomplishment. This is where this week we really are able to transform ourselves and begin to see such a magnificent change, because as we are manifesting this energy and this vibration, we start really see the change. We feel it, we see it, and we are experiencing this change. It's amazing. So let's focus on good karma. Great. Okay. So people say it's all about our luck. A lot of people say this, and it's so funny to me because, and I know I repeat myself in shows, but not everyone hears the show that I had last week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. So people say, well, karma could just be about luck, and it's all about the luck that I have. Maybe I have good luck. Maybe I have bad luck. I personally don't believe in this. I don't believe in luck. I believe in karma. Karma is energy. Like I explain quite often when we talk about karma, karma is energy. It is a certain vibration. It's an energy that we put out. And that's what we are allowing ourselves to bring forward and bring back to us. What we put out, we get back. So when people sit there and they tell me, oh, well, I just have a lot of good luck and I have a lot of wonderful, opportunities, and it's so wonderful and it's such a gift because I have such good luck. I had a client just recently, as a matter of fact, she told me, she goes, every time I apply for a job, I'm so worried about applying for a job and making this new movement that I'm supposed to be making in my life, because every time I apply for a job or I apply for anything, I instantly receive it. And she goes, I just have that really good luck. And I said, well, actually, I had to explain to her what I believe, and I explained to her, I said, I don't believe in luck, to each their own, whatever you believe, that's fine. I said, but I personally believe that the only reason why you're so fortunate to receive those gifts of a quick reaction and definitely being able to receive a result in a positive way every single time you put your hand out there towards any opportunity is because you have good karma. And what she does, her career, and what her passion is, what her focus is actually working with children. So obviously, everything she does is about transformation and helping and growing and teaching. It's amazing. So because she's so passionate, because she's so much about, let's transform, let's make a difference, let's do this, let's help to open new doors for other people. that she's constantly receiving these opportunities that are constantly coming to her because she's really, truly passionate about what she's doing. It's not just a job. It's not just a paycheck. It's much, much more than that. So karma is energy. And that's a small example, like I just expressed about this lady I just spoke to recently. A small example of good karma. You know, she puts her energy out there. She makes a change. She focuses on transforming other people's lives. And that gift of what she's putting out comes back to her 10 times fold. It's positive karma that we want to focus on allowing ourselves to connect with. We want to bring forward that positive transformation, that amazing movement with our energy by bringing forward positive karma. But what about the negative karma? You know, a lot of people sit there and they say, well, you know, I kind of did this wrong. And, you know, I have to explain this before I even get into the negative karma just for a moment. A lot of people do not allow themselves to realize that we don't have any type of like we're not reprimanded, we're not told right from wrong. We don't have consequences when we do something wrong these days the way we used to back maybe in the early 1900s or even 1950s, let's say. We have allowed ourselves to become disconnected from the real good, kind, and loving behavior. And a lot of people's behaviors these days, I've noticed quite often, and I can't say it's people's fault because people accept it and people are acting like it's okay, but it is so common to misbehave, and that's okay. It is so common to be unfaithful, and that's okay. It is so common to be neglecting, and that's okay. But the truth is, it's not okay. Just because the world accepts it, just because your friend thinks it's okay, and it's so commonly communicated in daily conversations these days, and it's such a common thing to see such evil and to see such negativity, that doesn't mean that we should allow ourselves to be surrounding our energy, our vibration with this negativity. We are here to live life to the fullest. We are here to have happiness and to have true fulfillment in everything that we've ever dreamed of to come true, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, whatever it may be, whatever your dreams are, they're meant to come true. But what are you doing to manifest that? What energy, what vibration, what movement are you making in order to apply this, to make this come forward, to help this to be a part of your true life, your reality? A lot of us don't believe that we can actually go through a change. And we hold on to the fear, and we give so much power to that fear. We give so much power to negativity, to doubt, to it's never going to happen. We give power to things that really don't deserve that type of energy. And today, we need to change that. Today, we need to sit there and hear me as I come to you today and really, truly listen to what my words are. And these are words that have been given to me from our guardian angels, from a higher source, from our spirit guides. And they're words of love, and they're words of inspiration, and they're words of transformation. So how can you allow yourself to go through this change? What can you do to start opening the doors that are going to change your life around for the better? What are you doing that's stopping you from moving forward? You have these answers. You know these answers inside of yourself, not because you've been to a psychic or you've been to a medium or you've been to a healer, but because we all know the truth within us. We just need to search in order to find it. So many of us continue allowing ourselves to go in circles and continue staying lost with our karma, with our energy, with the blockages around us, because we do not allow ourselves to let go of what is truly locking us down. We don't let go of that fear that, like I mentioned a moment ago, is taking so much out of us. I spoke to a lady earlier this morning who really, really focused on the fear of life. And this lady cannot even step out of her house. I was talking about it earlier this morning to someone else. This lady has been living life in torment because she is terrified of stepping outside of her door because she is afraid of the world and what might happen. She might get hurt by a car. She might run into a negative person. She might end up having a bad conversation with someone. The car might get hurt. You know, she's so many excuses, so many variables that are out there that she had as a reason why she cannot open the door and step onto her front porch, walk to her car, and drive off to wherever, to a park, to a friend's house, whatever it may be. And she has allowed herself to become a prisoner in her own home. Now, the reason why I'm speaking of this, and you're like, well, what does that have to do with karma? Is because her family, we'll get back to this as soon as this commercial is over.
Conscious media for conscious minds. OMTimes.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Join Vibe Nation radio host, international psychic medium Carrie Turcotte, as she guides her listeners to rediscover themselves by accessing the keys of knowledge that already exist within. Each week's show is divinely orchestrated to intertwine with the universal energies, allowing the listeners to go deeper within. At the end of each show, Carrie will tap into the energies of the listeners and give a message from Spirit about the upcoming week. If you really want to get to know who you truly are, join Carrie each Monday at 3 p.m. on Vibe Nation Radio.
Have you ever wondered why you were born? What is the purpose of your existence on this planet? Life can't just be about paying bills and spending 8 hours a day at a job that makes you miserable. Haven't you ever wanted your life to have meaning and purpose? Well, intuitive life coach and spiritual healer Tammy Adams can help you. She's been working with people for over 30 years all over the world, helping them to start living their life's purpose. Her exclusive clients have been able to live their dreams, break down the barriers that have been holding them back, and truly have happiness, love, and joy. For the first time ever, she is making her Life Purpose program available to you. Are you ready to pursue your dreams? Are you ready to have self-love, self-confidence, and self-worth? Are you finally ready to have love, joy, peace, and fulfillment? If you're ready to invest in yourself and commit to making a change in your life, then call Tammy Adams today at 916-930-0781 and ask about her Life Purpose program. Schedule your discovery session with Tammy to find out if this is the program, to find out if this program is right for you. Stop hesitating to pursue your happiness. You deserve to live a happy and fulfilling life, and Tammy is here to help you get there. So, Call today and ask about her Life Purpose program. That number again is 916-930-0781. God bless.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave, but remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. Find out how at heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Okay, and we are back. So, like I was explaining, she's a prisoner inside of her own home. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, what does this have to do with karma? What is your point, Tammy? What is your point? And it's a very good point, as a matter of fact. Her father and her family has raised her in a way where they have petrified her. They have energetically, spiritually, and physically given her fear. They have convinced her that she cannot be anyone without them. And now that they have passed away and they have moved on, she believes that she has no one she can turn to. She has no one she can trust. She has no one that she can truly confide in and have as her protector. She is so filled with fear that fear is now controlling her and stopping her from being who she wants to be, who she can be. She's holding on to this pain, and she has no idea how to release it. And the only way she can heal, the only way she can remove this blockage is by healing the karma that has brought it forward. See, we allow ourselves to create negativity, even to our children. We create negativity to our children by giving our children fear, by convincing our children that they are nothing without us, that they cannot grow without us, that they cannot be special without us, that they cannot accomplish whatever it may be, whatever the reason, whatever the story. And that is something that creates very negative karma. And this lady is a perfect example. She is in her 60s, so she's not a young lady. She is very well aware of how to live life. She's very well aware of how to pay her bills and many other things. She knows what life is about, but yet she is in fear and has given fear power. And it has happened because of the karma, because of the energy that has affected her in her upbringing. All of us, every single one of us on this planet are here to live life to the fullest. And when I express and I get on radio and I talk to people or I do lectures or whatever it may be, do FaceTime or Facebook, whatever I do, anytime I go live and I talk to people, all I could think about is how can I be the best I can be as a mentor, as a teacher, as an advisor, to give you the information in which you need so that you can grow, so that you can succeed and prosper emotionally and spiritually. Because all of us are meant to have these blessings. Not some of us. Every single being on this planet is meant to prosper in the most glorious and the most wonderful, absolutely wonderful way. What are we doing to stop that from happening? And that's one thing that, it's a great point, as a matter of fact. What are we doing to stop ourselves from having the happiness and having the good karma. We're not believing is one thing that we're doing. We're not manifesting. Why are we not manifesting all these glorious, beautiful, miraculous gifts that we can have in our lives? Let us manifest. Let us bring forward the positive transformation so that we can reap the rewards of happiness and true fulfillment. Because when we allow ourselves to move forward and push forward and sit there and say, I can do this, I know everything's going to be great, and we push ourselves forward, oh my goodness, it is such a gift. A gift that I can't even, it's just amazing. Absolutely spectacular. So we want to talk about manifesting. What are you doing to bring forward any type of manifestation? Okay? Manifestation can be in many subjects. It doesn't have to be just in karma, just with love relationships, just with, manifesting opportunities. Manifestation covers wide and far, several areas. And one thing that I've noticed quite often is that people do not, they don't really truly believe or don't know how to manifest. So let's talk about that for a moment. Manifesting is energy, just like karma is energy. And when we believe that we are going to succeed, then we have the opportunity to succeed. When we have doubt and we believe that we are going to fail, then we fail. But what we're here to do is to push through that and sit there and say anything is possible, and I can succeed, and I can be happy, and I can have the moon and the stars and the miracles and blessings of everything my guardian angel wants me to have, everything that the Creator has created me to receive. All of us are here to live life as a gift and a blessing. But what we forget is that manifestation has to do with energy. And when you think of energy, what type of energy are you putting forward? What type of energy are you bringing into your space? Think about that just for one moment. Are you allowing yourself to put positive energy? Are you allowing yourself to believe in manifestation? I know I'm repeating that one part about believing in manifestation, but if you don't believe in manifestation, it can't happen. And it's something that's very significant. Most of us in this world want more than anything, we want to have happiness. Most of us do want happiness. But what are we doing to have happiness come to us? What steps are we taking in order for it to become a reality? Manifesting is definitely about energy, right? So if manifesting is about energy, what type of energy are you putting out there? What I suggest, excuse me for that, don't pay attention, this thing is going off. What we need to focus on is being able to allow ourselves to manifest this positive energy and this transformation of being able to visualize our karma to start becoming really positive. And as we visualize our karma to be really positive, we will start to change. And we will automatically start seeing movement and feeling lighter and feeling more happy. Many of us don't realize that when our karma is holding on to negativity, it does make us feel heavier. It does make us feel weaker. But when we start manifesting positivity and confidence and self-love and self-worth, energetically we start transforming and we change into a completely different vibration. And today, I want you guys to practice this. I'm here to talk about manifesting. So think about, what do you want to manifest? First things first, what I want people to do today, whether you do it now or whether you do it once I'm done talking, definitely focus on journaling. Write a list of the things that you desire. Write a list of the things that you know need to change within you. Write a list of the things that you've karmically done incorrect or unkind or in a negative way, whatever it was. Write a list of the negative karma and then start changing that by allowing yourself to wash that negative, those blockages, that interference of not such good memories that you have created energetically, and wash that away with manifesting good karma. And as you manifest this good karma, what do you see? What do you see yourself doing when you manifest good karma? Do you see yourself changing the world? Do you see yourself opening new doors? Do you see yourself having a relationship? What happens when you start manifesting good karma? What do you feel happens? One thing that I know when we manifest good karma is that we automatically start feeling lighter, like I mentioned a moment ago. And when you start feeling lighter, you start having this happiness that automatically just becomes a part of you. And when we're happy, everything changes. Everything starts changing. And what I want to talk about next, about how we allow ourselves to truly transform, even physically, through manifestation, as soon as we get back from this commercial.
The Real Conscious Connection. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Humanity Healing International is a small nonprofit with a big dream. Since 2007, HHI has been working tirelessly to bring help to communities with little or no hope. Our projects are not broad mandates, nor are they overnight solutions, but they bring the reassurance that no one is alone and that someone cares. To learn more, please visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Are you in search of love? Now, when you hear the word love, do you think of a true, meaningful, instant connection with someone that makes you feel as though you've known them your whole life? The kind of connection that has a magnetic energy and a seamless fit to your thoughts and desires. The kind that cannot be anything other than your soulmate. If this is the kind of love that you've been searching for and think it'll never happen for you, stop. Your soulmate exists, and Tammy Adams can help you find them. Tammy Adams has been an intuitive life coach and spiritual healer for over 30 years. She's here to help you connect to your soulmate. If you think your soulmates don't exist, please do not be mistaken. Tammy is here to tell you that every single soul that has been created has a soulmate. Through her intuitive abilities, over the years, she has connected countless clients with their soulmates. For the first time ever, Tammy is making her soulmate program available to you. If you're tired of the heartache, if you're tired of searching, if you're tired of being lonely and constantly having this longing for that one person, then please call Tammy today and ask about her soulmate program. The number is 916-930-0781. Schedule your discovery session with Tammy to find out if this program is right for you. This program is exclusive to those who are ready to finally invest in themselves so that they can have a fulfilled life. In this moment, you have the opportunity to finally have love, passion, and joy. Don't hesitate in pursuing your happiness. So call today. That number again is 916-930-0781. God bless.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. Save the Manatee Club has helped to protect imperiled manatees and their aquatic habitat for decades, but there's still more work to be done. Threats from cold weather, red tides, pollution, and boat collisions continue to take their toll on the manatee. So let's work together to safeguard the manatees and the places they call home. Be the friend they need. Visit SaveTheManatee.org. Thank you.
Okay, so before commercial, we were talking about how manifesting good karma can change us. And one thing that came to my mind was there was a client that I worked with before who was dealing with such negative karma that it actually affected her even in her health. And health-wise, she started just becoming just lethargic, just not being able to push forward, not being inspired, definitely gaining weight, and then her body began to ache and her body started shutting down. And this is all in the name of karma because she was so affected. She was so affected by the things that she's done and the karma that she's created. She actually did a lot of negative things and she hurt some really, really good people that were very loving, very kind, and very giving to her. And even though that they were so kind and loving, she just, for no reason, just was very evil and very rude and very unkind to them. So that karma started eating at her, and it started making her look in the mirror, and that negativity, because she did so many things. I mean, she destroyed a marriage. She then destroyed her best friend's soulmate relationship and created absolute havoc in that relationship. She adopted a child and then ended up becoming this like really negative person and really put a lot of hate towards the family who actually gave her the child and she adopted it from. There was negativity on top of negativity on top of negativity. So she began really blocked. She began to become very blocked and very hurt inside. But she began to have negative results of physical pain, and her body started shutting down, like I mentioned, and her weight and all these negative things. As she transformed the karma and got rid of the blockages and start manifesting like I taught her to change, she started to begin an amazing, miraculous recovery of being healed physically. And that's the things that we quite often forget, that through our manifesting gift, I call it a gift, that we are given. Each and every one of us have this gift to be able to manifest and bring forward positive movement, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way. And we need to change ourselves, change our lives. And when we do this, we begin to see an extraordinary transformation. There's this one woman who I saw. This was amazing and a wonderful story. I actually talked about this a couple weeks ago back over at a lecture that I had. There was a woman. She was on this television program that my husband was watching. It was called who won the lottery and what they did with it afterwards. So this lady was talking about the power of manifestation. And she slept with this large number of like $200 and something million under her pillow for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And she slept with this number under her pillow. And she said, I know that the universe is going to bring this to me. And she manifested it. And she won. Miraculously, she won the lottery. The number she manifested and had written in her own handwriting under her pillow, she manifested. This is a true story. We saw it on the, lottery show. Long story short, she won. She became a producer. She bought a business. She did all these wonderful things, and she started beginning to change her life around. And she was saying if it wasn't for God, and if it was not for her to understand the power of manifestation, she would not be where she's at today. And she gives glory and praise and thank you and all of these wonderful things that she said to God and to our Creator and to the knowledge of knowing about manifestation. So let us focus on transforming our energy. Let us start to change so that we can start being able to be thankful and appreciative and give praise and thanks and appreciation for the gifts that we can receive. How do we create positive karma? Is by allowing ourselves to really start taking action by doing good deeds, opening the door for a stranger, maybe being more lovely and more kind to your children, maybe to your partner, the person you're loving and living with and eating, sleeping, and breathing with. Doing kind things for someone who doesn't have anyone. Maybe volunteering and spending a little bit of time at the old folks' home to the people who have lost so much. Or maybe volunteering and giving time to the orphan children. There's so many ways. I mean, that's just to mention just a pin drop, just a teeny, barely anything of what we can do good in the world. But if we can start doing just a simple little good deed, imagine the transformation that we will start receiving in our energy field. Imagine the movement that we will feel within our body. It will be so spectacular that we will literally feel completely reborn. We allow ourselves to deal with such heaviness of stress and worry and burden and trying to fit in that we quite often forget, can we have happiness? Can we have success? Can we even have passion with love? I had a client tell me the other day, which I thought was so interesting. She goes, well, how am I supposed to deal with the relationship and talk to this guy because I can't be real with him? I'll act like I'm an alien. I'll just be so weird. I can't tell him what I really feel. I was like, excuse me? And she goes, well, yeah, I can't tell him my true feelings because if I tell him my true feelings, he'll be like, oh, wow, what's wrong with you? Why are you being so, honest and truthful? Is there something wrong with you? I can't be honest with him because that's just not right. And I just rolled my eyes and sat there and said, dear Father God, where in the world are we today? I literally just, and I know this is true. I've had this conversation several times that how we are so blocked and we are so stuck and how we lack communication. But when she expressed this, and she's a young girl, she's not old, and she's telling me how she's so afraid to communicate because she doesn't want to be considered odd, I just expressed to her and told her, I said, so you don't think we're here to have passion and love? She goes, oh my gosh, that's so funny. She goes, that doesn't exist. She goes, we're not here to be happy. She goes, we're here just to get through life, like my mom always said, just, suck it up. I felt so hurt and I felt so sad for her that I was just shocked. I was so shocked. So I began to express to her and explain to her how very clearly we can start having transformation. We can change that. And by allowing ourselves to be honest, we actually start changing our vibration and associate and connect with the people that have that same type of frequency. And then our life starts beginning to change in such drastic, amazing, spectacular way. And she became very enthusiastic and very excited about it. But how sad is that to believe and to know that there's people in our world that we live today, there's people in the world that literally are afraid to be honest. They're afraid to express their opinion or their emotions. Manifest opening new doors and opportunities. Let us manifest the blessings that we deserve. Let yourself realize how amazing and how special you truly are. Because this week is about that. This week is about transformation. This week is about manifestation. And when I do these shows, I quite often check on the energy. I check on the vibration of what needs to be talked about. I don't just sit there and say, what am I going to talk about? Let me think. I talk about things that I know that you guys need. I talk about things that aligns with the way things are coming forward energetically, with the way the planets are aligned, with the way the energy is, the way the universe energetically aligns with all the other emotions and energy that's out here. Okay, after this commercial, we'll talk about how to truly start believing.
Feed your soul with waves of consciousness on OMTimes Radio. Host your show on IOM-FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM-FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
And we are back. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start talking about how to believe. So manifesting, opening the new doors, okay, and opportunities. New beginnings. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on these new beginnings to come forward in our life so that we can allow ourselves to have the happiness we deserve. And by transforming and manifesting good karma, we can have these new beginnings. Manifestation is a vibration of energy that we put out. So think about that for a moment. If manifestation is an energy, it's a vibration of energy that we put out, how hard can that be? I promise you, it's not that hard. So let's energetically put that out there. Let's start changing the vibration of our energy that we put out and really, truly starting to begin all these blessings, begin to have all these miracles and these wonderful gifts that we are supposed to be receiving. The energy we put out is what we get back. I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. I might have mentioned it a little bit in the middle of the show. I'm mentioning it again. What we put out is what we get back. So think about that as you continuously allow yourself to focus on manifestation and understanding and learning more about karma. Believe it is possible. Believe in good things. Like I told you a moment ago about this little girl. Well, she wasn't a little girl, but she was in her very early 20s. She was like 20, 21. And she's, very afraid to express her emotions and her feelings towards this guy because he'll think she's weird and she's alien, and very interesting story. But it's true. So we need to believe in good things. We need to believe that good things can happen to us, that life is not about misery. Life is not about living in this hell on earth and suffering and torment and struggling and horrible relationships and horrible jobs and horrible life living standards. Look up. Look up and keep your chin forward. Don't look down. Look up when you walk. Change your vibration, change your walk, change your behavior. And as you do that, you will start manifesting by changing your behaviors, by changing these actions that you're doing. You will begin to bring forward and be a part of the manifestation by not just manifesting and visualizing that energy and really putting that energy out there, but by actually really making the actions, putting your chin forward, keeping your head held up, starting to try to, whether you believe or you don't believe, open new doors, take more chances, believing that you deserve to be happy, knowing that good things can happen to you, believing it is possible. So many people don't believe it's possible. I hear this all the time. People don't believe it is possible because we believe that we are here to struggle. That is not true, everyone. I am here to tell you that that is false information, and wherever you have been sold on that idea, please cleanse it, heal it, unblock it, and wash it away. Believe it is possible because I know all is possible. If I didn't know all was possible, I wouldn't even be here. The way I was raised, the opportunities that came into my life, which I'm very thankful and very appreciative for, even though I've been through a lot of struggles and a lot of hardships, time and time again, if I didn't see it to believe it, I would be able to say, okay, I would maybe have a little bit of an agreement with the rest of the world. But I have seen miracle after miracle, blessing after blessing, because of the power of manifestation. Not the power of fear, not the power of failure, not the power of negativity, the power of confidence, love, and truly manifesting good karma, transforming my energy into something that can be creating light for others. I have always visualized being this light beam for other people so that I can be an inspiration for you and whoever else needs to hear these messages, so that we can start beginning to change our planet for the better, seeing Mother Nature starting to heal, manifesting good karma by maybe going to plant a tree, maybe cleaning up some garbage, maybe not allowing ourselves to throw litter on the ground. I mean, there's so many things we can do, so many things that we can do to change the energy Be aware. That's not something that's new, being aware. I mean, we're supposed to be aware. If we're walking down a dark alley, what is our parents and people, and it's written everywhere in our, books, teachers, everyone says it. Be aware, pay attention to your surroundings. But yet we are not aware. We may be aware to a point, but yet so much of us is blocked off and in the dark. It has been proven through science time and time again how much we do not use our brain, how much we do not allow ourselves to have access to something that is so miraculous. They talk about dolphins and how dolphins have this echolocation because they are, using such a high percentage of their brain, more than most mammals in this world and most animals and creatures that we speak about. Well, why is it so hard for us to allow ourselves to be aware? Why is it so difficult for us to believe that we deserve it? It is time to manifest good karma and new beginnings, to come forward in our lives. Manifesting a beautiful, wonderful vibration so that we can change our energy. And like I said earlier, write a journal. Take notes. This is how I want to transform. This is what I'm going to start focusing on doing to manifest. Even write down, create a vision board. Create a vision board of your manifestation. Whether your manifestation is seeing yourself with your soulmate, whether your manifestation is seeing yourself helping the world, or maybe having a child, or maybe having your dream career, maybe having success, or maybe being healthy. Maybe your manifestation is really simple and it's just about you being able to allow yourself to know what it is to find and to connect with your guardian angel, which actually I think is really awesome and some of the most important, one of the most important things that we can ever do is connect with our own guardian angels. Manifesting good karma and changing our energy so that we no longer have that fear, we no longer have that stress, we no longer have those health issues, we no longer have those blockages. These are our blessings. Be aware and know you deserve it, because now it's time. Now it's time for transformation. This month of March is a month of transformation, and it is time for us to allow ourselves to let this karma be released. Let whatever negative is trapping us or tying us down, whatever it is that's cording us, cut it off. Disconnect it. Manifest those cords being cut. Manifest that energy no longer being associated in your space. Manifest yourself constantly having a bubble of protection around you so that no one else's negative karma can come and affect yours. Now it's time. It's time for transformation. It's time for celebration. Start your new beginnings. Start your new beginnings. If you feel like you're tired and you're ready, don't hesitate to call. Because one thing I love to do more than anything is help people to change. Obviously for the better, of course, and the way it's meant to be. One of my most famous things that I tell people is, I tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Because that is exactly why I'm here. I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. There was a client I was dealing with earlier today, and she goes, wow, you're so honest. This is a lot to digest. And she goes, I'm really happy that you talk a lot and that you have so much to say. She goes, but now I have to take it all in. I just didn't expect so much information. I can't tell you how many times I hear that from people. I talk so much and I have so much information to give to people when I talk to them, when I'm doing a intuitive reading and, doing a healing or energy work or whatever it may be I'm doing for that client. And they're just like, wow, you give so much. And most of the time I'm doing all the talking when I'm, with a therapist or a counselor or a psychic or a medium or whatever it may be. And I love it. I love that you give so much. And I say, oh, well, that's what we're supposed to do. That's why we're gifted, is to give this information. And they're really appreciative and they're really happy. So I know I'm giving you guys all a lot today in regards towards the subject of manifestation, but I believe that you guys can handle this. I believe that you guys want this. You guys want change. Every person that has ever walked through my door have all only walked in or have called to my business location because people have a very small, maybe not big, but a small spark of hope. And that's all we need, is a small spark of hope to believe that we can change the negativity into positivity, that our karma can transform. God bless to all of you. Until next time, I'm Tammy Adams.